exactly. So if you want to learn how to make these, please do carry on watching. Literally had that thought right there that I forgot to switch on.
Can they hear us?
Wait. We'll just say what we did again. You can tell the mic's a new thing for me, I'm not getting used to it. Okay. So yeah, basically we have 2 eggs, the
200 grams of caster sugar and 100 grams of icing sugar, and we've just been whisking them together until they're this light yellowy colour. Look how light and yellowy it is. Guys, and now we are going to take our 300 grams of butter. I've made my butter quite soft and I've chopped it up into little pieces just so that it's easier to whisk in.
Yeah.
So just make sure you soften it, cut it, and then pop it through, otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to get through. And I like to just kind of smush it at first.
Use no muscles!
I don't have any muscles!
While he's doing that, I will say that we'll put all the ingredients in the description below so you guys can use them, follow along if you want, or just come back to this video whenever you want to bake them.
Come back to this video every day.
Yeah.
Just do it. Almost done. It's a bit of a hard job just because once you add the butter, it makes the consistency a lot thicker, which is a good thing. It just means that you have a lot more resistance to push through. But you just want to get it nice and even. You want to make sure there's no lumps in there. It's a nice light colour, it's all fluffy and all that jazz. And
shiny.
And yes, shiny as well. Sorry, we're just conversing with our lovely assistant, Miss Lauren.
Miss Lauren.
Ding! A knife given by Miss Lauren. I have just realised we need a spoon.
Lauren?
Okay, so now we have our eggs, our sugar, our butter all mixed together. You want to grab a wooden spoon and get the flour, the 500 grams of flour that you've already portioned out earlier. So here's ours here.
Ever so neatly.
Ever so neatly. You just want to add that in bit by bit, so...
Shall I be the adder?
Yes, that'd be good. If you just eyeball it, it doesn't really matter how much you add at a time, as long as you're adding it little bit by bit. So I'll just mix this in.
You just say when.
I will say when, but that wasn't the when.
Okay.
More!
Okay. Stop. Stop! In the name of love. Oh, sorry.
No, that was sorry, I just made a mess and I stopped because I was so shocked. Oh, I should say, this is my flat, not Jenny's, and in my kitchen the lights are motion censored, so if we stay still for a long time they turn off, and then we have to do like some crazy dance moves. Oh,
there you go.
Crazy dance moves to get them to turn back on.
You can also tell that, whoa, no, okay, I was going to say you're the baker, but you know, whatever.
I am a baker, I'm just like super messy. Like how Jamie Oliver's the naked chef, I'm the messy chef.
Exactly.
As in, I just tend to throw things about everywhere. Now, we are making, obviously, Halloween sugar cookies to look like little ghosts and stuff. But last time what I did is I put hundreds and thousands, you know, the little sprinkles into the mix and kind of made rainbows. So you can do things like that, or you can add coloured dye. You can do pretty much anything to make them look super cool. I should say, it will look very broken
Flaky.
apart and kind of flaky and stuff, but it does come together after a while.
Come together.
If you couldn't tell, we do singing.
Over me.
What was that?
The finishing of the song.
Strong, use those muscles.
Yeah, buddy. I believe.
Now guys, although it looks all broken together and stuff, once you start kneading, and
Oh, look at that.
boom, ball of
Magic.
dough. So don't worry if yours looks quite flaky and broken up. It's got a very high butter consistency, so once you actually start kneading it and forming it into little dough balls, it will come together properly. So I'm just going to move this aside.
Here's what I did earlier. I'm joking.
You're not funny. Now, Jenny, if you go grab the flour for me. We are just going to roll some flour out, just sprinkle it about on our work surface so that we can roll out the dough. You can do whatever, just... It's snowing! Except it's not Christmas. It's Halloween! Except it's not! Roll your sleeves up, get down to it.
Right.
And then you can just, once you start getting your handfuls of dough, you can start putting them all together. So in the end, you have one big bit of dough. And every now and again, just roll it around in the flour. The oven needs to be preheated at 190.
190.
And if you don't have a fan oven, I'm really sorry, but I don't actually know like what 190 means.
On the description.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right, so what do we do now?
We're going to transfer our big bit of dough onto some foil. It doesn't have to be foil, it can be cling film. Even if you have those freezer bags, you can put it in that. Or if you just want to put it on a plate and put it in the freezer or the fridge to chill, that's totally fine.
Right. And how long does it need to be in the fridge?
If you're going to put it in the fridge, I would say for an hour, but I'd like to use the freezer because then you can do it for about half an hour.
Okay.
So, or if you want a long break, just sit down, grab a drink, chill, put it in the fridge.
Watch a scary movie.
What's your
With your
favourite scary movie?
Yeah, put it down in the comments below.
Oh yeah, do that, I like that. I'm a big fan of horror films. Are you a big fan of horror films? Okay, Jenny is not a big fan of horror films. But I love pretty much every horror film going and shows like American Horror Story. So put some really obscure horror films in the comments below because I want to watch them. Oh, I'd love to be a merman and swim around.
So it's out of the freezer.
Yep. See, now it's firmed up a little bit more. It's still a little bit crumbly, but that's fine. When we roll it out, it should come together more. I'm just gonna put this half over here, and this half here. Did you move the flour? And basically, guys, we'll just sprinkle a little bit of flour on our work surface, just so we can roll it out.
Flour?
Yes, you can sprinkle flour. You're gonna pretend it's snowing.
Outside.
It's not Christmas! Not Christmas.
Boo. Ah, spooky.
Pop your dough in the centre and then just roll the dough around so it's got a nice coating of flour on it on every single side. Not that a sphere has sides. What does a sphere have? Curves. I'm going to go with that. So we're just going to flatten this out and then grab a rolling pin. Just give it a good roll. Even if it breaks as you roll, that's fine. So you can always use your hands just to refirm it. You want it to be about 1/4 of an inch because it will rise a little bit when it's in the oven. So don't worry if you think you're making them too thin, you are not. I have these little cookie cutters that I got from Wilkinson's. I don't know if you can see them that well. They're shaped like little cupcakes. I didn't get ghost ones because I'm a fool who didn't buy ghost ones. But these will work just as well. You see it's got a little point there that's meant to be the cherry on the top of the cupcake. And this part is meant to be the bottom base. So basically, so you just have it upside down. This is the little ghost's tail. Then this flat part here that was the bottom of the cupcake, you can round it using your hands to make it the top of the ghost's head.
So basically you can use any sort of shape that you think looks like a ghost, or you can use any shape really with this, can't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, if you want to make ghosts, then this is a good way to start.
This is like a good helpful way. Now I've rounded the head so it looks like a little ghost with a spooky little ghost tail. Because ghost tails are very spooky, everyone knows that. Just gonna pop you to one side. Thank you.
Got a little system going.
I know, right? Like a productive little team.
Yeah, we got these cups from Aldi.
Yeah. And now I have little dancing ghosts and bats and glitter and they're all holding smiling pumpkins.
Appropriate for.
Oh, they're so spooky.
Should we do one more roll?
Yeah, one more roll. We'll get the most out of them. It's the final roll.
You sounded so innocent. It's the final roll. How many have we made?
And the clock I think set these all these. Wait, I can't remember what that is in English. It's alright, I'll fix it. Stop making that noise.
One more?
Yeah, one more. That'd be a good number. We are just going to grab some cooking sheets and some greaseproof paper, that's what it's called.
That's the one!
And our ovens are already preset and preheated.
So these are going in there for how long?
They will go in for about, well, it's kind of hard with these ones because they're going for 10 minutes, and usually with cookies you want them to go golden, but you want to take these out when the edges have gone a tiny bit golden and the rest is still quite pale.
Okay.
So yeah, most people would think you want them to go when come out when they're golden. You don't, because then that means you've overbaked them.
And is it just with these specific cookies?
Yeah, it's just with these sugar cookies. Most other cookies go with the rule of thumb that you want them to be golden. With an American sugar cookie recipe, what we're using here, you want them to be a bit lighter. Last week I also cooked a sugar cookie recipe. Thank you. I cooked a sugar cookie recipe that was a British one, and with those you got them to go golden. But American, no, I'll leave it. Are you rolling more out?
I managed to make another one, so I thought, why not?
I was just looking in the camera and I was like, what's she doing? We're just going to cut these a bit more to size. Okay, so we're going to take our little ghosties, pop them on our trays. You pop some on yours as well.
I will.
Okay guys, so once you've got them on your trays, all nice and lovely, we will pop them in the oven.
For 10 minutes. Roughly.
So guys, what we're going to need to decorate our little ghosts, we will need some white fondant icing. I got this from Tesco's and I've just cut it up into little balls just to make it a bit easier to portion out. And this is what will be stuck on top of the cookies. It's going to be attached with this. I just got some icing sugar and some water to make a little paste that I'll just brush on with a little egg brush, or you can apply it with anything. If you have a clean paintbrush that you haven't used, you do something like that. At least. So I've already floured my work surface. I'll just pop this down here. Just get flour on both sides. Just give it a good. It's angry.
Give it a good.
I like to turn it every now and again just to make sure there's still flour on both sides, so it doesn't stick to anything. I'll just press that down. Right there, and then like you did with the cookies, but just round it off. Just use a bit of a lighter touch, because these can break quite easily. And once it is nice and rounded on top like that, just pop it to one side and we'll affix those to our cookies later. Do you want to do one?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Then we'll just get another one and start again. And just keep on keeping on.
Right, so we've had to change cameras because my camera decided to die on me. So sorry for the different blah blah blah, but we're nearly finished anyway.
Yeah, we're using my non-professional YouTuber camera. That was £20 at Argos. So now we have our cookies. As you can see, there's a little bit of golden around the edge, but they're mostly quite pale on the inside. And we'll be dressing those, and we're going to be putting them on
These awesome
trick or
Halloween.
treat plates.
Whoa.
Where did we get these from? Was it
Pound?
Wilco's? We got them from Wilkinson's.
Yeah, no, it was Wilkinson's.
But they were a pound. It's because where we live, Wilkinson's and Pound are next to each other.
So we just went boom boom. And yeah.
That's pretty much it. Now we've got our little sugar water glue concoction. It actually does look like glue. And all you need to do is apply a little light brushing to the top of your cookies, and then you just take the cookie face and affix it on top like it was gluing. So I'll just get off the excess, just brush that on like so, and take my cookie face and stick it on like this, and just lightly press it down so it sticks. And then boom, that is the first step of our decorating process. So we're just going to do that with all of the rest of these. I should say, in all the video footage that you didn't see, there's been a lot of us eating cookie dough and icing.
No, what's she talking about?
Jenny, you can't lie to the subscribers.
They must know the truth.
They must know that we love sugar so much. Hey guys, now we have got all of our little ghosties partially decorated. We need to give them some eyes and a smile. So, I have this red food colouring. We wanted to go with black, but we couldn't find black. I got one circle. The ghost has one eye!
Yay! Can you give some blue eyes?
Oh yeah, we can, because we have blue as well. So basically, you guys can decorate however you want. I've got a little ghost with both of his eyebrows up like he's saying, hey, what's going on?
So you can make them funny, you can make it with little zigzaggy mouths to make it all scary. but I am not a great artist, so we'll see what I come up with. Oh, that is so good.
Harry Potter!
We should have made like. So these are the cookies. We'll show you a close one, so it's fine. But
We did lots of funny little faces for the different ghosts.
so yeah, you can do whatever you want. Obviously, like, you know, our designs are the best. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
like-
both amazing artists.
They should be in the Tate Modern in London because they're that good. Yeah. It'd be best if you just leave them to cool for a little bit, then everything kind of sets and nothing runs. But as you can see on some of them, I've done the little heart eyes emoji. I also did a little Harry Potter cookie, and I also did a spooky vampire ghost.
Oh.
So you guys can do whatever faces you want.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yeah, see you very soon. Bye!